one thing has stayed consistent. Celebrating 30 years on the air on WROI is the first federal program. Hosts may have changed, but the program is still the same. Now continuing a long-standing tradition, streaming on the First Federal Facebook page and on WROI. It's time for the First Federal.
And good morning, welcome to the First Federal Program, 52 degrees downtown Rochester. Tanner joining us this morning. Good morning, sir.
Morning, Randy. How we doing?
Hey, we're doing great. And we were talking about the weather. They can't make up its mind what season it wants to do.
No, you can't at all. It's
Dress in layers because you might have to take one off or add another or something. It's crazy.
I know. It's
For this late in May.
You know, my wife was asking last night, are we even going to get a summer? I said, well, we still got plenty of time to get a summer.
I don't think summer's going to be the problem.
I said, spring kind of just didn't really get, even when we got the spring temperatures, it's been raining all the time.
Yeah. No chance to really enjoy it.
No, but is what it is. But looking forward to a nice holiday weekend this weekend.
Hopefully the weather cooperates somewhat.
Yeah, it's a Memorial Day weekend. So you know what that means in the state of Indiana. It's Indianapolis 500.
Yeah.
Hopefully going to be running on Sunday weather depending.
Yeah, right now they're saying anywhere between 40 to 60% chance of rain, but again, it's Indiana, and that's Rochester forecast, so Indianapolis might be better or worse.
Right. And they just need a couple-hour block there.
I was going to say, running 230 mile an hour, it doesn't take them long to go 500 miles.
Nope. And there'll be over 300,000 packed in there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was reading the other day that more people go to the 500 than the whole population of Pittsburgh, of Lexington, and Cincinnati. Not combined, but individually.
Right.
Like, wow, that's just hard to.
It's its own little city.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And not including the people who go around the track and don't go into the race.
Oh yeah. Speedway is crazy.
Yep, it's amazing. There's a reason when people from around the world say Indianapolis or Indiana, they think of this race. So.
And I'm surprised because we were down there Monday, walked around the track a little bit. I'm really surprised they haven't tried to venture in putting a few more seats in because there's some open areas that they could do that.
Sure.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to sneak in another 50, 100,000 fans into there. But
especially when the world we live in, especially sports, it's all about that dollar.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah.
I'm surprised about that too.
Maybe they will. Who knows?
Maybe they will. But hopefully everybody has a good and safe Memorial Day weekend, and all 6 of our branches will be closed on Monday in observance of Memorial Day. So, we've got a fun program here this morning. We got a familiar guest on the show, Mary Kay, the executive director of the Compassionate Health Center. She'll be joining us and letting us know what's going on, the latest going on there at the Compassionate Health Center, and talk about their upcoming golf outing, which is always a great event.
That time of year again.
I brought some trivia with me this morning, and it is Indy 500 related. I got to do that every year. So, but I think I found a fun one for you.
Okay.
I think you got a pretty good chance of getting this one right. Who was the oldest winner of the Indy 500?
Ooh.
Al Unser Sr., Al Unser Jr., Bobby Unser, or Elio Castroneves?
All great racers.
Yeah.
My guess wasn't even in there.
all winners. I didn't throw anybody in there that hasn't won. So, I'll let you think about that.
No kidding. I have to think about that one.
But a lot going on, even especially locally. A lot of sports are starting to wrap up. Or I know the boys' track sectionals were going on last night.
Yep, girls had theirs earlier in the week.
Yep.
Boys this week. Unfortunately, a tough loss last night in girls tennis to North Judson. They end the season, but Olivia Bailey moves on in singles. She's undefeated so far on the postseason, so congratulations to her. But so and then baseball, softball will be coming up here this next week.
Softball, back-to-back TRC champs.
Congratulations to them.
Baseball's on a little heater right now. Got their 3rd straight win last night to improve to 13-15, almost back to 500. So
good time to be.
Good time to be playing your best ball. And you're speaking of tennis. you know, I don't think a lot of people realize out there how hard both on the girls and boys side the tennis sectional draw always is.
Oh yeah.
So you have Culver Military sitting there in the sectional, and they're usually pretty good.
Great place to play, but yeah.
Yes.
There's a reason.
Yes.
It's a great place to play. 'Cause
Exactly.
They have great tennis teams over there.
Exactly, but and then
And it's not class either.
no,
I
no,
mean,
that's
it's kind of like
good
golf.
point.
It's
Good
not,
point.
you know, it's, you were playing
Yep.
big teams.
Yep. And golf's still got a couple more tournaments before they get ready for sectional play.
Yeah, it's
So,
crazy.
yeah,
Everybody
it's
else
always
is
the
big
last
golf.
one
Yeah.
standing. I mean,
Yeah. They start first with the
Yeah.
girls and end last with the boys.
when I played back in high school, a lot of times our sectional was on graduation day or right around
Oh,
that.
yeah.
So, and then we were lucky to make it out 3 straight years when I played the regional. So then out of school, everybody else out of school celebrate. We were all celebrate too, but we got to get ready for
Get ready
regionals,
for regionals.
which was a good problem to have.
That's right.
Nationally, the NBA playoffs are getting interesting. It's conference finals time, and so far it looks like the Knicks are going to be representing the Eastern Conference after 2 games. They're up 2-0.
Pretty dominating too.
Well, game 1 they came back from down 23 with 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
Found a way to win in overtime. And last night they just dominated from start to finish.
Got them woke up after that
Yeah.
game 1, I think.
Yeah, I think if they can just get 1 in Cleveland, they're good to go.
All right.
Then the Western Conference side, games, the series is at 1 game apiece. San Antonio took game 1 in double overtime, which was a thriller. Oklahoma City won game 2. Game 3 is tonight at 8:30 on NBC/Peacock.
I'm gonna guess that'll go probably the distance.
Yeah, at least 6, if not
Yeah.
7. That's gonna be. I think whoever wins that's gonna be the favorite. And that's. I wouldn't mind Cleveland winning all. I guess I'm not rooting for New York. I'll be honest. I don't like the Knicks.
I was gonna say probably not a lot of people.
But it's actually good for the NBA when the Knicks are good.
right.
The city of New York's. If the Knicks win it all, I think the city of New York's gonna get pretty crazy.
Yeah, it could
It's
get
been
very
a long
crazy.
time.
I was gonna say it has been.
They haven't been in it since '98-'99 season, in which they lost to the Spurs. That was a strike-shortened season.
Okay.
And that was the Spurs' first title of many since. So, but it's been a fun playoffs. In MLB, there's been some shakeup a little bit since last Friday when we talked, especially in NL Central. The Brewers now have the lead in the division, not by much. 29-18 record. Cubs are 29-21. Bullpen just kind of keeps letting them down, and then their pitching shots just injured.
Yeah.
I mean, they just got to get healthy.
Going through a stretch right now.
Cardinals are 28-21, Pittsburgh 26-24, and the Reds 26-24. So everybody still has a winning record in that division, which is hard to believe on May 22nd.
Yeah.
So.
And of course, Cubbies had to play the Brewers there, so that didn't help much either. So you lose a whole game then.
You know, over last weekend they lost 2 or 3 to the White Sox, and the White Sox still have a winning record, 25-24. So their fans are pounding their chests a little bit. And good for them. I mean, they haven't had a lot to cheer about the last couple of years, so good on them. And Cleveland's starting to extend that lead a little bit in that division. Their record's now 30-22.
See what happens.
Oh yeah, a lot. Like I say, every Friday, there's a long ways to go.
It's still May.
Long ways to go. In Indianapolis 500, like we mentioned on the opening of the show, going on Sunday, Alex Palou, the defending champion, is on the pole.
Can he do it? That'll be the question.
I think he can.
Yeah.
As long as he can stay in the race.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. You want to stay away from the big one, but he's pretty talented.
Crazy to think that Monday was the first wreck of the whole month.
Yeah.
Down there. But it'll be, and especially because if they know the weather could be a factor. So it might be a time short race. I mean the track.
A lot of strategy to go to it, a lot of luck.
They're already thinking all that, I'm sure. But it's like when do you push it? When do you don't push? It'll be interesting.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
May end up being somebody you don't even expect.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We've seen it before.
Yeah.
That's how they make themselves a household name in the racing world.
Exactly.
Got some tidbits here this morning. Today's Sherlock Holmes Day. Many books, and a couple movies.
Yeah.
Maybe a TV show. I'm not sure about TV show have been made. Don't Fry Day, as far as wear your sunscreen so you don't sunburn.
I don't think
we're gonna have to worry about that here today, but maybe other parts of the country and the world. World Goth Day. National Solitaire Day.
Yes.
Still a popular game to play on the
It is,
computer.
but I mentioned earlier during the 6 o'clock hour, how many of the younger folks have actually sat down and played it with cards the old way, rather than on your phone or computer.
I gotta be honest, I've only played on the computer.
Yeah.
It's been many years since I played on the computer even, but.
Yes. That's exactly. I remember getting the deck of cards out and putting them down.
Yeah.
But I remember growing up, going over to my grandparents, and one of them was always in the computer room playing solitaire.
Yeah.
Almost always, so.
With cards.
Actually, no, on the computer
Yeah.
usually, yeah, usually.
That's crazy.
So, buy a musical instrument day. That's something I guess it's never too late. That's something I never learned how to play a musical instrument.
No, I always thought the guitar would be cool. But
Yeah. A lot of patience
Yeah.
there, and yeah, but it would be neat. National Title Track Day, good one right here. I see that record player.
No,
right
yeah.
there. National Road Trip Day.
Okay.
Always a good time to take a road trip. Yeah. Walk Safely to School Day.
Yeah.
That should
That's
be every day.
Yeah.
National Cooler Day. That's fitting with 8500
That's
coming
right.
up.
That's right.
National Vanilla Pudding Day.
Ah.
I like vanilla pudding.
Nothing wrong with that. Oh, Mary Kay says that.
No? No? Chocolate?
No.
No?
No. Just like something a little different.
Okay. All right. And National Craft Distillery Day.
Okay.
There's a lot of craft
Oh,
breweries
there
out there.
is.
So. And on this day in 1980, Pac-Man was released first in Japan before it came over to the U.S. Still popular to
It
this
is.
day.
It is
You
crazy.
can find arcades all around. On this day in 1992, Johnny Carson made his final appearance as the host of The Tonight Show.
Wow.
And on this day in 1994, Toronto revealed the name and logo for their NBA franchise, the Raptors.
Okay.
So, cool. Upcoming events, the Times Theater is hosting a fun show tonight.
It's a big one.
Whiskey Friends, the Morgan Wallen Experience.
We were giving away some tickets thanks to the Times Theater and on our Facebook page, and it has tripled the number that we have ever had
That's
before.
a surprise.
Yeah, we had almost 200 entries for that. Crazy.
People love
So,
Morgan
yeah.
Wallen and his music, and any Morgan Wallen cover band is going to be right there.
So yeah,
Yep.
it's gonna be a fun one downtown tonight.
Yep. I believe there are some tickets still available.
Yeah.
$28 starting today, since it's the day of. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. Cash bar and concessions available.
Always a great place to catch a show.
Yeah, sure as I read where Morgan Wallen set the new 2-day Lucas Oil record for concerts.
Yeah, earlier this
I'm
month.
guessing, I don't know, I'm assuming Taylor Swift was the previous holder from last year, but I could be wrong.
I think she did last year, but yeah.
He surpassed that, which is pretty impressive.
You know, especially when you think about it, back-to-back days.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
I mean,
but yeah, my wife and I are going to a concert in Lucas Oil a couple Fridays from now. It's Post Malone and Jelly Roll.
Oh.
They're struggling to sell tickets.
Really?
To where they canceled all their shows in May. And
Just
so
trying to push it.
Indianapolis is going to be the second stop on the tour now, which it was supposed to be 6th or 7th.
Wow.
And
trying to push it.
yeah, I don't know. Of course, Post Malone said, "Well, I'm still working on some more music coming out," but their tickets are struggling. So that makes somebody like Morgan Wallen doing that back-to-back days even that much more impressive.
Right. Yeah. No
Yeah,
kidding.
because Post Malone and Jelly Roll are pretty big names.
Well, and not only that, tickets, as we all know, aren't cheap.
Oh, right,
And the way everything
Right.
else is going now, some people are not
Sure.
buying it. So
Sure.
to think that Morgan had
Sure.
that
Yeah.
still with the economy
Yeah.
the way it is
Well,
says
I'm
a lot
kicking
about.
myself because I got them when they came and sale the day of. I got it for my wife's birthday back in
Right.
February. I'm like, I could have waited till now and probably got better seats for a cheaper price, but that's all right.
You just don't know that.
That's all right.
Yeah.
No, you don't know.
No.
You don't know. So,
If we had a crystal ball.
for many things.
Yes.
First Federal today, we're open our normal hours from 8:30 till 5, and tomorrow from 8:30 till noon. Like I said at the beginning of the show, we are going to be closed on 6 of our branches on Monday in observance of Memorial Day. But you can always bank with us online and with our mobile app, which is free to download. Type in First Federal Savings Bank, First Federal Rochester, FFSB Rochester, There's a whole combination on the App Store and Google Play Store. Just look for the white star and the green background. You know you got the right one. And you're halfway there to downloading it and getting going. And our ATMs will be open Monday if you need some cash. If you're going down to the 500 and you don't remember to get cash before, you're thinking, I'm in an area now, there's no First Federal ATMs, we're part of the MoneyPass network. Just go to moneypass.com, type in the area you're in. You can find other ATMs that are part of the MoneyPass network. Use those. You won't get charged any sort of surcharge for. So.
And those can be expensive.
Oh yeah, they just keep climbing like everything right now. So save yourself a few dollars.
There you go.
And make sure you're going through a MoneyPass ATM. We offer Simply Free checking accounts and Simply Free business checking accounts. Right now, when you open up a new checking account, you will receive a free essential oil diffuser.
Yes.
Which have been going very well.
Yeah, coolest things.
You can also refer a friend if you want to get one of those. And when your friend comes in to open up a checking account, not only will they get one for opening the account, you will as well, just for referring them. And you can do that in person or online.
It's easy to do.
Easy to do. And if you're looking to buy a home, contact Ben Dalton or Stacy Wilson here at our Rochester branch or Ryan Austin at our Winmack branch to get pre-approved today. More homes are starting to come on the market, but they're not lasting long by any means. So make sure you're pre-approved, got everything ready to go. So when that home you're interested in comes on the market, you're ready to rock and not going to lose out to anybody else just because you're not pre-approved, not pre-qualified, and not ready as somebody else is. So contact any of those or any of our experienced mortgage loan originators and see how we can help you and your family with your mortgage and lending needs. We also offer commercial lending for businesses. Contact Zach Reuter for more information. His direct line is 574-223-1731. And if you're thinking about retiring, maybe you got a 401k, you need to move over from a previous employer. Maybe you're wanting to get a 529 savings plan started for somebody in your family. Contact Mark Blueball, Brian Bell, or Grant Goman of our financial services department, and any of those guys would be happy to help you. Their main line is 574-223-1705. And to keep up to date with the latest going on at First Federal Savings Bank, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at FF Banking is our handle on both those platforms. Like us on LinkedIn and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which will see an archive of First Federal radio shows dating back to 2019. We are the only locally owned bank in Fulton County. We don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best. Borrowers must meet underwriting guidelines. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender. Our NMLS number is 3999927.
And makes it legal, ready for the fun part
Ready
of the
for the
program.
fun part and introducing a lady that really needs no introduction by now on the First Federal Radio Show, but I'll give her an introduction anyways. Mary Kay, the Executive Director of the Compassionate Health Center. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. It's great to be here with you guys this morning.
Glad to have you.
Yeah, glad to have you. Thanks for joining us again. I understand big golf outing right around the corner.
June 19th, so we are busy preparing for that, and we do have a couple of slots open yet for teams. We really encourage people to get signed up earlier. A team isn't confirmed until they're paid. So, we've had some years in the past, so we learned a couple lessons from that.
Sure.
Got to come by and pay for your team, but we'd love to have you. I think, Tanner, you mentioned that it is a fun day. We try to make it a great outing. So.
Yeah, I've been fortunate enough over the years to play many outings. Your guys' outing is one of my favorites. It's well run. You have good food. That's always a plus.
This is our 16th
that's
year.
Amazing.
So,
wow.
It is the only time we knock on the door to vendors. We know that businesses here locally, they get asked for donations all the time. So we say, be generous to one time a year, and we promise not to just drive you crazy with needing money. Not that we don't need money all year, but we try to make this a really big drive. It's our only fundraiser.
Sure.
So we're so glad for local support. It's been great. We have a $1,000 level, and we have several that have stepped up. We have about 8 local vendors that have done that, local businesses. We have about 13 at the $500 level, and then we're right at about 40 for our $100 whole sponsors. Always would love more of those.
Sure.
So for $100, we do a lot of play. Put it on our Facebook page, put it in the paper. Try to thank people over and over for that donation to us. And every dollar stays right here. So It is a donation that you can see exactly where your money goes. It takes care of the health of somebody. It might be your neighbor, or, the person serving you coffee in the drive-thru.
And for any business or vendor that's listening or watching on Facebook and wondering, what do I get in each of those packages? So what do they get if they're a $100 donor, $500, or $1,000?
For the 1,000 and the 500, and I have to say, years ago when we switched to that, I said nobody will ever do that. So
Surprised you.
amazing, the local businesses that have been such great support year after year. But they get their team for that. And then we do a lot of ads. So they get to play at the lunch, they get to play at the registration table. The $100, you get your name on one pole.
Right.
So a little bit of a perk for, giving the higher donations. And then at the end, we try to, blast that all over social media as to who supported us.
And you mentioned the outing is on June 19th at the Round
At
Bar
the Round Bar,
Golf Club.
yes.
Here. What times everything gets started that morning?
We open at 7 with coffee and donuts, and then it's a shotgun start at 8.
Start at 8.
Yeah.
And there's still slots available if anybody's interested.
There are. We still need a few more teams to round out our 23 that we'd like to have.
Sure.
And again, we do all cash prizes. We have a Flight A and Flight B, try to make that kind of competitive in both slots. And then every hole has a cash prize too. So all cash, just try to make it a really fun day.
Sure.
And graciously, a number of people donate that money back, which we never ask for, but it's wonderful when it does come back to us.
Well, that just is a reflection of what you guys do for the community. And the fact that when somebody wins cash prize, don't even hesitate to give it back.
Yes, we provide free health care for the uninsured, and it seems like in this day and age, everybody would be insured, but they're not. And one thing we have found this year is a lot of people are unfortunately losing their jobs. Now, it might be short-lived. It might be, I lose this job through no fault of my own, but with losing that job, you lose your health insurance. And we recently had a young lady who was on a lot of medication, and she was in a panic. I mean, it's hard to buy that medication.
Sure.
And so she came to us saying, I can't re-enroll till the enrollment period. So again, no fault of her own. Some people would say, well, they just don't try to get insurance. One, it's not affordable. And then two, in a case like that where it's been provided by your employer and all of a sudden it isn't, that's a huge shock.
Right.
So we were able to provide her health care, help her with those meds through that interim of going from one job to another. So it's not just about, I'm down and out sitting at home. 71% of our patients work. They just can't afford health care. And sometimes if there's a family plan, maybe the employee is insured, they just can't afford the family plan to put mom on. Now we only see adults, but sometimes there's some adult children in the home too.
Sure.
So once we qualify a household, we qualify everybody. And we've had a little bit of a confusion lately. People call us and say, well, we hear you do free dental. Well, we do through a grant, which is amazing. Our dental grant, we just got it, $13,000. Sounds like a lot of money, but it goes fast in the dental world. And our dentists here are they're so good to us. They discount as deeply as they can. But we don't do free dental. We do free dental for our patients who medically need dental. Same with vision. Family Eye Care has been fabulous, and Akron Lions work hard on their fish fry to pay for glasses for our patients. We do free medications. Again, we've been called, I need my meds. We heard you pay for that. No. We get free meds for our patients. But becoming our patient isn't hard.
Right.
We're out at 740 North State Road 25, the north end of Dr. Lazinski's building. And you just have to stop by. Even if you're, in that interim, like I said, maybe just without insurance for a little bit of time there, come and see us. It's amazing what we can do. We're not a walk-in clinic. With fast-paced closing, the ER is the only option. That's pretty expensive.
Sure.
And what we really worry about is someone needing us that just doesn't know about us. Why I'm here often.
Yes.
So thank you so
Yes.
much for. And a lot of times people don't look at health insurance until they become ill, and then all of a sudden, what am I going to do? So we are that option. and just stop by. We'd be glad to talk with you to see if you qualify. It's a pretty generous scale that we use. So, but again, it's not Medicaid. You can't have any kind of insurance, but we think what we do is pretty amazing.
Speaking with Mary Kay this morning, the Executive Director of the Compassionate Health Center, how is 2025 for you guys at the center as a whole?
I think our years look pretty much the same. It's a very dynamic thing.
Sure.
People come to us, have problems, and then luckily they get better or whatever and get a job or are able to afford their insurance, and they don't need us any longer. We're thrilled. But then unfortunately things can change the other way and they come back. So it's pretty dynamic in the number of patients. You'd look at the number we have today and say, well, around 150 people isn't a lot. True, but we might see 700 people in a year just because of that constant turnover. You're coming, going, leaving, whatever. So we're just happy that, and we live through donations, fundraisers, grants, big fundraiser coming up. That's so important to us. And the hospital's been so generous. We have a great networking relationship with our local hospital. Again, we keep people out of the ER. We keep people healthy. We try to keep them out of the hospital. So that's a benefit for the local hospital.
And so far in 2026, I know you just mentioned you're unfortunately seeing a trend of more people losing their jobs. Any other trends you're seeing so far this year?
Well, unfortunately, we look at the future, and it's estimated that over the next 8 to 10 years, about 16 million people will become uninsured, medically uninsured. And that's not all due to loss of Medicaid. It is looking at Medicaid. We all know there's fraud in Medicaid. They're trying to tighten that up a bit. But it's things like the subsidies going away and the rates on the insurance policies going up. The affordability just isn't there. So there's a lot of reasons that people will become medically uninsured. But that's really draining on the medical industry. The hospital can't sustain huge amounts of bad debt. So again, that's where we step in, try to take care of these people, keep them well. Jamie Parker is our nurse practitioner. She's fabulous. We have numerous awards for our quality. So it might be free, but it is quality care.
And how many people are on the staff?
There's 3 of us. We're all part-time. And then we have about 20 volunteers, both
That's
nursing
great.
and clerical. And sweet Dr. Negreros comes back every 2 months from Florida to see our Hispanic patients. So
That's great.
that's an amazing volunteer. Dr. O'Brien's our medical doctor, medical director, and again, we're just so glad for all the support we have locally here. Couldn't do it without all of that.
And if any questions, people can just come in, give you a phone call, check your Facebook, check your website, which is up to date.
We did change our hours. We're there now Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, just looking at some cost cutting. So we're there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to 4.
9 to 4.
Stop and see us. Never a question that isn't warranted, so stop by and see what we can do for you.
One more time, give a plug about your upcoming golf outing. Biggest fundraiser of the year.
June 19th. We're looking for more teams, and we're looking for donations from local businesses that we try to give you as much play for that as possible. So grateful for all we have, and grateful for every year that they come back.
Mary Kay, anything else you'd like to plug or mention that we haven't discussed this morning?
Just getting the word out. Nothing makes us more disappointed than to hear someone might have had a medical issue that they were struggling with and did not realize what we could help with. We do a lot out there. It's really amazing. So come see us. We'd love to help you.
Well, thank you for everything you do for the Compassionate Health Center and for the community. I mean, I think it's a hidden gem.
Yeah,
It is.
It really is. So you can participate in the trivia question along with Randy here.
Pressure's on.
Any 500 related, of course, with the big race coming up on Sunday. Who was the oldest winner of the Indy 500? Al Unser Sr., Al Unser Jr., Bobby Unser, or Helio Castroneves?
I'm going to go with Senior.
Senior?
I would have said A.J. Foyt, and it wasn't even listed on there, so what do I know?
Al Unser Sr. is correct.
Oh.
He was. It was kind of a trick question.
Yeah,
You got it. Because he and Bobby Unser were both at the age of 47
Okay.
when they won. Al Unser Sr. won it in 1987. Bobby Unser won it in 81. But Al Unser Sr. was just days away from turning 48. So
Ah,
technically he was the older of the two.
alright. Crazy.
But, AJ Foyt would have been usually a good guest. He and Mario Andretti. And
Oh yeah,
they're the only two guys who have won both the Indy 500 and Daytona 500.
Yeah.
So,
crazy.
speaking of Mario Andretti, we'll close today with some words of wisdom from the legend himself. If you're so afraid of failure, you will never succeed. You have to take chances. Comes from Mario Andretti, the 1967 Daytona 500 champ, and the 1969 Indy 500 champ.
Mary Kay, best of luck to you on your golf outing.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for everything you do. Tanner, we'll talk to First Federal again next Friday.
Be here. Thanks, Randy.
Thank you.
With those words of wisdom, this has been the First Federal Program.